All right, today's track, 13 hours old, from a tree stand, 20 yards shot, quartering away, 100 a little bit back. Got a full pass through, thinking liver, maybe one lung. He didn't have any blood to follow the deer trail, so he called me up to see if I'd track it the next morning. I've got a few questions when we get to the end of this track, and so if you want to give your opinions and thoughts on what happened, if you're a tracker yourself and you're watching this video, I'd love to hear your insight as well. All right, so, and you didn't track it anywhere from here. You basically came.
We made it maybe to that tree right there. And
did you find any blood on the trail? All right, so I'll start it here. I'll range out, and
all right.
We got quite a way. Ways it looks like on the property line.
Oh yeah. As long as it keeps going that way, it's 100.
Find it, girl. All right, I'll radio if I see anything. Easy, girl. And Callie used to bark a lot on hot tracks where the deer was shot just a few hours earlier. And on old tracks, she wouldn't do it very much. As she's gotten older and better at scenting deer, even these older tracks sometimes can get her excited. She's picking it up pretty easily, the scent from that deer, even though this one's 13, 14 hours old. So I don't know if she's on it for sure, but I'm gonna let her range out and see what happens.
Sounds good.
You're gonna see yardages pop up occasionally on the map as we're tracking. That's our actual walking distance. Obviously not the same distance as the crow flies, but it should represent closely the total distance the deer actually walked as it worked its way down these trails through the woods. No blood yet. Good sign that she's going in one general direction, but I haven't seen any blood, so not sure if she's still on it, or even on it at all, or ever was on it. So what I was talking about right there was that I looked at my map and I could see Callie was traveling in one general direction. We're heading east, and we've gone 200 to 300 yards, and we're still pretty much heading east. And that's typical of the deer we track. When they get shot and they take off running, they get a direction established, and they pretty much stay in that general direction. Got a bed right here. I ain't seeing blood in it. I'll drop a pin just in case. That bed was a little too small for the buck we're tracking, I believe. I went ahead and marked it in case I needed to come back and inspect it later for blood. I didn't see any blood in it as I passed by, but I didn't get much of a look at it either. Got a nose. I think she was on it and she's trying to reacquire. I think she's doing it now. We could be close to this deer. I think she's in a scent pool of some sort. See if I see a deer laying anywhere. What I didn't tell you guys is we walked right past that deer about 40 yards away. That doesn't mean that Callie missed a turn, but she could have. And looking at the map, you can see that she went down the hill a little bit. She stopped. She worked a scent pool out. It looks like that deer possibly went there, bedded, or stood around. He had quit running. He was calmed down. He's thinking about his next move. And then he turned around and went up to some slightly higher ground and bedded down and watched his back trail. Stop, girl. Stop. 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 Come here. Come here. Come. So I'm tempted to stop Callie right here. I'm almost to that point of just stopping her and going back and restarting. But part of me wants to let her continue, so you'll notice that when she starts to go, I'll proceed a little bit farther ahead but I'm very close to stopping her and restarting her on this trap because I'm not convinced that she's still on the deer. Callie. Come here, girl. You got me to the deer. Come here, girl. Right here. Your deer's right there. You know where it's at. Go get it. All right, we got him. He's a pretty good buck, and he went quite a ways. He's a pretty good buck. That's yours, right?
That looks like the one. Yeah. Thank you so much.
So what do you think? Did Callie just miss a turn and she got downwind of it and maybe winded her way back to the deer? Or did the deer actually go there, stop, think about its next move, work up to the slightly higher ground and then bed it down so it could watch its back trail? Now, I've had other trackers tell me that deer will do this sometimes. They'll make a big J hook or they'll just kind of backtrack and then they'll bed down and watch their back trail. And that possibly could have happened here. So feel free to comment down below and give your thoughts on how you think Callie did. Did she lead me straight to the deer or did she miss a turn? Anyway, thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next Callie Chronicles.